Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Well, that sure escalated quickly, did it not? Have you guys been checking your block folios every 5 minutes? I'm sure there's a lot of people out doing that, checking their portfolios, because there's been some notable price action today. There's a crypto media outlet talking about XRP price racing ahead of Bitcoin. I'll give you the specific headline, but it was along those lines. I've got opinions from all sorts of chart analysts in this video. There's one that's saying, hey, 34 cents, it's probably going to be next. So we'll see what's happening here. I want to be clear at the outset, since this video is explicitly about price. I do not make price predictions. I am not a financial advisor. I have no financial background whatsoever, and you absolutely should not buy anything because of anything that I say or write, or even anything that I cover in this video. That would be a bad idea. This is just purely for fun. It's for entertainment. If you're like me, part of the XRP community perhaps, it's fun to track this stuff. It's fun to talk about it. But I just want to be clear. I don't want to pretend to be something I'm not. I want to be fully transparent. I'm just an enthusiastic member of the XRP community. I'm willing to share my opinions. I just don't make price predictions. But I'm happy when other people are willing to make price predictions because it's fun to talk about. And I always appreciate chart analysts saying which direction they think the market's going to go. So, all right, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get rolling. Sorry, one more thing. If you would please delicately tap that like button, I would appreciate the support. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. Helps the Moon Lambo channel thrive. And consider subscribing if you have not. I definitely very genuinely appreciate all the support. And even if you're not going to subscribe, you know what? Thanks for stopping by. You're a cool person anyway. So the market cap is up to $232 billion as I record this. Bitcoin's at $8,614.23. XRP's at 22.7 cents. It's kind of fun to take a look at the 24-hour chart. And you can see here's the XRP 24-hour chart. Here is the Bitcoin 24-hour chart. So Bitcoin did move first, as is usually the case. There wasn't one instance this year already where XRP led the market, and there were, I think, 3 last year that I can recall off the top of my head. Bitcoin's still the leader in terms of market activity, nonetheless. But fun to look at this. You can look at the 24-hour highs and lows for XRP. It was down to 21.4 cents. The high was 23.7 cents for XRP. Haven't seen that in a hot minute, right? So that's kind of cool. For Bitcoin, the low in the last 24 hours, 8,453. The high is 8,847. Take a look at this headline. XRP might finally rise back up to 34 cents. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Between June 22nd and July 15th, XRP dropped by almost 44% from 50 cents to 28.3 cents. Since then, the coin has been unable to rise above the 34-cent mark, though that may be about to change in the coming months. At the time of writing, XRP was valued at around 21 cents, with a market capitalization of $9.2 billion. Okay, that's factual, what he wrote there, but note also, and I'm going to have to pull from memory a little bit, but I think it was mid-May, XRP was in the upper 20s, and it went to just over 50 cents, and then ultimately back down to about where it was prior to that. So, okay, it's not like it was just perpetually around 50. That was a very short-lived outlier type instance for 2019. But anyway, let me go down a little bit further here. I don't want to get into all the tech stuff. If you watch these types of videos from me, you know that I don't want to get overly techie. Because I think most people are like me, and they want to know what chart analysts think, but they don't want to necessarily get into all the technical terms of head and shoulder patterns and MACD and Fibonacci, all that crap. So I don't get into that. I just share with you a bunch of opinions from people that at least purport to know what they're talking about. So here's the conclusion from this analyst, who is, I didn't say his name, did I? This is from Manu Naik. So here's the conclusion from Manu. A little lower. As descending broadening wedges have a slight bias toward upward breakouts, the bullish signs from indicators seem believable in this scenario. There could be some sideways movement in the next few days, which will likely be followed by a rise to 28.3 cents in March. From this breakout point, XRP might get a boost to 34 cents before May begins. As the OBV continues to rise and buy volumes increase, XRP could be in for a bullish market. Well, you know what? I'll take that, especially after especially after 2019 price activity. I'll take whatever. It's fine. But even if it went lower, to me, it's just a buying opportunity anyway. Take a look at this headline now from crypto media outlet You Today. XRP is racing ahead of Bitcoin. Will XRP price reach 30 cents? Oh, please tell. Let me jump a little bit. Here we go. XRP had been trailing behind other top cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, before it eventually witnessed a surprise pump at 1700 UTC. This allowed the token to reclaim the 24.4 cent level. This is the highest point XRP has managed to reach since the end of November. Now, the way that they're compiling that data, 24.4 cents, has to be different than the number that I cited on Live CoinWatch, which stated the 24-hour high is 23.7 cents. And you're going to find that, just in case you're unaware, and it just depends on the source you're going to go to as to what level is cited. So that's all that is. You're just going to get a little bit of variance there. So is 30 cents in the cards? Earlier today, Crypto Rand predicted that XRP could soon touch 30 cents if it managed to break above the downward resistance. And that's the tweet on the screen right there. Now it appears that XRP is starting the journey to the much coveted level. It remains to be seen whether XRP will manage to keep its momentum going. Yeah, well, let time pass, we'll find out. So there's another opinion right there. Next, from dailyhodl.com, Bitcoin roars toward $9,000. Here's why JP Morgan says Bitcoin facing significant downside risk. The launch of Bitcoin options by the CME Group, owner and operator of leading derivatives, options and future exchanges, appears to be sparking excitement in the crypto market. CME's Bitcoin futures open interest started the first 4 trading days with 5,400 contracts on January 7th, up 69% from year-end open interest, prompting optimism for Bitcoin options, which up to this point had been subdued. Now, Bitcoin's price is jumping after yesterday's launch, up 8% in the last 24 hours. And so this is kind of being touted as like the reason for this most recent upward shift. Over the past 8 days, the price of Bitcoin has surged over 17% from roughly $7,500 to more than $8,824 at the time of writing. Of course, it went down since then. We're around $8,600, as I cited earlier in this video. That's according to price aggregator CoinMarketCap after starting the year at 7,191. And, I don't think I cited this. I did mean to. So in terms of percentage gains in the last 24 hours, note this too. Bitcoin's up 4.46% at the time of this recording. XRP is up 9.96%, almost 10. Can I just round it up and say 10? This is my channel. I can do whatever the hell I want. XRP's up 10% in the last 24 hours. There we go. All right, next. Turdemeester shares his take on Bitcoin price. $9,000 is likely resistance. Turdemeester, a founding partner of Adamant Capital, has noticed that Bitcoin finally managed to record an upside break on the 6-month falling channel. Now, it's about time for the leading cryptocurrency to test the $9,000 resistance level. And those tweets, which are referenced, are now on the screen. Feel free to take a gander if you want to, because gander is a fun word. So, is a key bearish narrative over? Well, the bear channel that started to form when Bitcoin plunged from its 2019 high of 13,875 had been the most pervasive taking point of Bitcoin bears. Trading veteran Peter Brandt said that Bitcoin's inability to break out of the channel could result to a new local bottom in June 2020 of about $5,300. However, it seems apparent that the Bitcoin price has finally managed to achieve the feat because of its latest rally. Brandt opined that the bearish formation could soon, as a launching pad, act as the launching pad, I'm assuming is what they meant, for a new parabolic phase that could take Bitcoin to $100,000 as early as 2020, which just so happens to be this year. Yeah, so we'll see. Crypto is weird though. Like, it's when you're sitting there at the low price points, all these huge numbers seem impossible until they happen. And they have happened time and time again over a decade of crypto existing. All right, next, Josh Rager. He is he's a very notable chart analyst, I would say. He gets highlighted in all sorts of crypto media, over 60,000 followers on Twitter. And he wrote, if Bitcoin can hold above 8,750, we should see it push up to 9,000 and 9,100. Now, at the time of writing, again, it's at 8,600, so will it bounce back up to that? I don't know. At this point, it looks like it's not holding, but who knows? We'll just have to keep tracking. But he says that's the level to watch. Here's another tweet from Josh Rager. CNBC, bullish headline, but bearish analysis that price is going up too fast. They're trying to throw us off. Dang it. I just thought that was kind of funny. And then he links to, another one of his tweets. I'm sorry. He retweeted one of his tweets, which links to a CNBC Fast Money segment that goes on for about a minute and a half, and I watched it. And they're just talking about maybe bearish in the future. We'll see. All right, next, there's a tweet from somebody named Blockhead who wrote, you cash out some profit, your friends say to treat yourself. Treat yourself, girl. When she left you, stopped going out, deleted her Facebook, ignored the mail, Bitcoin keeps climbing despite it all. You refresh your portfolio, you were a little richer, but it doesn't feel like it. Josh Rager responded, when Bitcoin hits $20,000, she'll be back. Yeah, we'll see when it gets there. All right, next, here's a tweet from chart analyst Leb Crypto. And this is a guy that called the bounce in XRP price, and this is interesting too, because XRP, this is the instance of several days or so ago, whenever it was, that XRP actually led the market and Bitcoin followed. He called it about 36 hours in advance. So here's what Leb Crypto says. Bitcoin dominance breaking down sharply. Alt season is indeed upon us. Let's see its strength, though. And you know what? Let's take a look. I did mean to cite that, too. So, yeah, Bitcoin dominance has gone down a little bit. It's down to 67.34 at the time of recording. And it was close to, I want to say, almost 69% just the other day. So it's gone down a bit, and this is just the beginning. So we'll see if Leb Crypto is correct on that. But his opinion, hey, alt season is already here. And I haven't seen anybody else say that, but there are a lot of proponents for the concept of alt season ultimately kicking in here. Because historically, that's what's happened, right? And then here we go. There's a tweet from Crypto Dude. Charlie Analyst here wrote, BSV is still a thing, and it pumped more than any coin out there. Yes. Bitcoin stands for Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, I believe. I'm just pulling from, I believe. I don't follow this crap. There's like 11 billion Bitcoins right now. Damn it, it's too many. So anyway, Bitcoin SV, it has indeed been ridiculous. Just for the fun of it, you know what? I'm just gonna pull it up. I didn't think about this in advance. I'm just gonna do it. So here we go. It's now, over the last 24 hours, it's up 55.68%. When I checked this earlier today, it was up over 100% in the last 24 hours from whatever point it was that I checked it. But it had also been flat for a long time too, so who knows, but it's acting a little strange. But Leb Crypto retweeted that and wrote, indeed, shame. All right, one more tweet here from Leb Crypto. Ethereum currently above $153. It is definitely a strong short-term bull rally, especially if it closes this week above $153. I need to see XRP close above 24.5 cents before I call short-term bull on it. So there you go, another opinion from Leb Crypto. Now Patty Stash. He retweeted something from Maddie Greenspan, which, and I'll show you the image here, but Maddie Greenspan wrote, the NASDAQ 100 stock index over the last 34 years. So glad the tech bubble is finally behind us. And you can see that's what this blip is right here, which still looks kind of big. But Patty Stash looked at this and he made a point, so I want to share Patty Stash's tweet with you now. And he wrote, and he's definitely he doesn't only tweet about XRP, but he's definitely bullish on XRP, and he fundamentally likes it, and he just generally positive, right? So here's what he wrote though. In years from now, we're going to be posting similar charts for the crypto market. The little blip that represents the bubble here back in 2000 and 2001 will be like the run-up we saw in 2017. I bet the chart we see in years to come is more pronounced, though. Indeed. All right, next. Lud XRP. Hard to guesstimate any time path, but let's try. Not advice, just try to connect XRP dots. I had to stretch a little bit because the 4-hour candles draw longer. Are we at this point at the white arrow? Time will tell, still looks good to me. And so what I wanted to highlight really is DIY Investing, who I highlight on the channel pretty frequently. Here's his response to this chart. And he wrote, I'm actually shocked it's following this TA so closely. XRP has the best fractal I have ever seen after 4 years of staring at charts every day, LOL. All right, and last, then I'll wrap up the video, from XRP community member and XRP chart analyst Awake, who is at Mr. Level Up on Twitter. He writes, the goose is loose, with a funny gif. If you're not driving, take a look at this. It's actually, they're like herding geese or something. What the hell? How do you do that? I want to do that. That looks fun. He writes, these comments that are about to appear below are on point in my opinion. XRP is finalizing its moves, just reviewed with the team. 30 cents incoming. And so that's the last analyst opinion that I'm sharing in this video, but clearly vast majority of opinions shared rather bullish. So kind of cool stuff. I guess it's kind of, I'm not saying this is why, but I guess it's easier on the days where stuff's moving up. But still, even then, there's some analysts when things are moving in the right direction, they're like, okay, but this is just a relief rally. It's still going to bottom out somewhere, so you still see that. I'm not trying to state that they're just necessarily going with the price action of the moment and letting that dictate what they claim their opinion is. Maybe some do that, but yeah. I don't think that's what they're doing here. But that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because of anything that I say or write, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!